16 past the hour, breaking news, brand new revelations this morning about the relationship between former President Donald Trump and Russian leader Vladimir Putin. Just in the last few minutes, NBC News obtained a copy of Bob Woodward's latest book titled War. The book contains inside the room reporting about diplomacy and communications between President Trump and Biden as they navigate wars in Ukraine and in the Middle East. Joining us now, NBC News correspondent Vaughn Hilliard. Vaughn, good morning. What does this book say about the relationship specifically between Trump and Putin? There's a lot more in this book.
Right, Jose, you just said it. We just got our hands on a copy of it, and we're currently reading it in real time, making our way through. But there's two particular parts as it pertains to Russian President Vladimir Putin. Number one, Bob Woodward, in his book, claims that a Trump aide says that the former president, a Republican 2024 nominee, has spoken with Vladimir Putin 7 times since leaving the White House in 2021. It is not clear exactly when those specific 7 phone conversations took place. I want to note that we've reached out to multiple Trump officials here in the last half hour about that specific claim, and we have not heard anything back at this time. There's another part related to Vladimir Putin going back to 2020, and Bob Woodward details in this book that former President Trump, the then sitting president at the time, had, quote, secretly sent Putin a bunch of Abbott point-of-care COVID test machines for his personal use as the virus spread rapidly through Russia. He quotes Putin as saying, quote, please don't tell anybody you sent these to me, to which Trump responded, I don't care, fine. Putin said, no, I don't want you to tell anybody because people will get mad at you, not me. They don't care about me. Again, this is from Bob Woodward in his newly released book that is being published. We are still making our way through. I do want to note that the Trump team, the Trump campaign, has issued a broad denial of the statement in which they write, in part, quote, none of these made up stories by Bob Woodward are true and are the work of a truly demented and deranged man who suffers from a debilitating case of Trump derangement syndrome. Woodward is an angry little man. That is part of the Trump campaign statement. Again, though, when we went to them specifically about the claim and the reporting in this book that Donald Trump had 7 phone conversations with Vladimir Putin, the Trump campaign has not specifically denied that claim inside of this book. Jose?
And Vaughn, we're also learning about how President Biden discussed with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu a whole series of issues.
Exactly. There was distinct frustration earlier this year, this spring, in which he used a pejorative or a vulgarity to describe Bibi Netanyahu. Of course, this has been a tense relationship, him referring to Netanyahu as a bad guy. This, of course, has all played out into the 60 Minutes interview that we watched with Kamala Harris last night when she sidestepped the question about the extent to which Prime Minister Netanyahu is an ally versus Israel being an ally of the United States here. But this book is beginning to chronicle the Biden administration's inner workings over the course of the last year since that initial attack from Hamas on Israel, in the frustrations between the Biden-Harris administration and the relations with the actions and the decisions coming out of Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu's office.
Any reaction do we know of from the White House as to these statements?
At this point in time, you're asking me, and I have not seen a statement at that time, but we will come back to you if we do get one, Jose.